Hello everybody, welcome to class. So this class is going to be very similar to a class on our schedule called Spine. Basically, this class is going to be work on the neck, shoulders, elbows, wrists, basically upper body work. Upper body flexibility, if you will, to help you with your backbending practice. Because if you have a backbending practice, you'll probably realize that it's not just your spine, but it's also a function of how your arms and basically your torso can function together to help create a well-distributed backbend. So that's what we're going to be working on today. So let's just jump right into it. We're going to start with the 5 Tibetan Rites, which are a set of 5 exercises that are a really good warm-up for your body, but they're also said to be the fountain of youth. So take that information as you will. Let's get started. I'm going to talk you through each one of them. The first Tibetan Rite is spinning clockwise with your arms outstretched and your stomach pulled in. You're going to do anywhere from 3 to 22 repetitions. If you're new to the Tibetans, I would say start smaller. Start maybe at like 3 or 5. See how that feels, and then you can add on if you'd like to do more, but maximum 22. I'm going to be doing 22, so there will be time for 22. First things first, 5 Tibetans. You can go as fast or as slow as you like. It's up to you. And if you're feeling very dizzy, go slower. Maybe do a smaller number. And you can also look at your middle finger. Sometimes that helps. Sometimes that messes me up a little bit. And once you do your number, you're going to lay down on your back. I lost count. I have no clue what number I'm on. That feels about right. Okay, lie down on your mat. Bend your knees and set your feet on the ground. It's okay if you're a little bit dizzy here. We're just going to be laying here to work on the next part. Some forest fingers, which is going to stretch the fingers, but also get the wrist prepped. Bring your right arm up in the air, palm facing the ceiling, fingers pointing towards your knees. Untuck your tailbone. Try to get your lower spine on the ground. Pull your belly button down towards your spine. 1 breath per finger. Spread your fingers wide. Right shoulder down. Grab your right pinky with your left hand. Pull the pinky back. Spread your fingers apart. Inhale. And exhale. Ring finger. Grab your finger. Grab the whole finger, not just the tip of the finger. Pull your finger back. Spread your fingers apart. Inhale. Exhale. Through the nose or the mouth. Middle finger, grab the whole finger, pull it back, spread your fingers apart. Inhale. Exhale. Keep your lower back connected to the ground. Index finger, pull the whole finger back, spread your fingers apart, shoulders down. Inhale. Exhale. Grab onto your thumb. Go over the top to get the thumb. Shake it out a little bit. Pull your thumb back towards the side of your forearm. Inhale. Exhale. And shake out your hand, open and close. Switch arms. Left arm up in the air, palm facing the ceiling. Spread your fingers apart. Tuck your left shoulder back down into the socket. Shoulders away from your ears, jaw relaxed. Grab onto your pinky finger. Pull the pinky finger back. Spread your fingers apart. Inhale. Exhale. Ring finger. Grab the finger, pull it back. Spread the bones of your hand. Inhale. Exhale. Ring finger. Middle finger. I don't know my fingers, I guess. Pull the finger back. Spread your fingers apart. Inhale. Exhale. Just warming up, just moving slow. Now, index finger. Pull the finger back. Spread your fingers apart. Inhale. Exhale. For the thumb, go over the top, grab your thumb, pull it, shake it out a little bit, and then pull your thumb back towards the side of your forearm. Keep bending at the wrist. This is a wrist stretch as well. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Shake out your left hand. Yes and no, right and left, up and down. Okay, hands are a little bit more warmed up. Wrists are a little bit more warmed up. We'll be getting there. Okay, second Tibetan rite is nicknamed the J's. You look like a letter J in the final expression. So start, need a little bit more room here. Start laying down, palms facing down. Pull your belly down. Lift your legs up so they're at a 90-degree angle with your body. Tuck your chin to your chest. So if you notice, I look like a letter J. I'm not overextending with the legs. I'm not bringing thighs to body. I'm just staying at a 90-degree angle. Lower everything down. That's one. You can do your number and then lie down on your back. Keep your lower back connected to the ground and belly button pulling down towards the spine. Lower abdomen compression. That's 4, 5, 6, 7. Legs have to be straight. 8. Feet can be pointed, flexed, or flaunted. 10, 11. So you choose your number. You don't have to do 22, but I'm going to be doing 22. 13, 14. Keep your abdomen strong. 15. 16, keep breathing. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, and take a couple breaths here. Feet together, arms up over your head. Whoa, forgot I had candles. Almost lit my hand on fire. Inhale, sit up. Wow, okay, good start. Okay, so I also forgot to mention at the beginning of class that you'll need a few props. You don't necessarily have to have them, but it's gonna help your class a lot. I suggest a yoga block and a roll. which is basically just like an old yoga mat that you cut down the middle lengthwise and then you roll it up. You can also use like a bath towel and roll it up really tight. And if you have to choose between one, you can just have a roll. It'll work well, but I would suggest a block and a roll. Okay, now we're gonna work on some wrist stuff. As you can tell, we're still in the Tibetans, so we're adding this stuff in with the Tibetans. Wrist prep. So you're gonna have your block and you're gonna stand it up on the tall way. I'm gonna sit sideways so that you can see the movements here that we're working with. Let's see. You can be either like kneeling down with just feet flat, or you can also tuck the toes too if that feels a little bit better, if you want to wake up your feet as well. Left forearm on the block. Right arm will pin down the left arm. All right, so you're not going to be moving the wrist over. You're not going to turn your wrist over. You're going to keep like the veins of your wrist facing up towards the ceiling. That's why we have our eyes right on it. You're going to keep an eye on the wrist the whole time. Now, you're not going to get a ton of movement on this one, but it's really important joint work. All right, so start with your left palm facing up. Move your hand to the right just as much as you can without moving the whole wrist. Move your hand to the right. Back up, we're going to make a circle towards your face. And over to the left. It's not going to be very much. Down, like you're scooping out a peanut butter jar. That's one. To the right, up towards your face. Make it a smooth circle, not too jerky. 2, shoulders down. We're going to do just 3 in each direction. Up towards your face, to the left, and down again. Now we reverse. Go to the left. Keep your wrists flat to the ceiling. Up towards your face. Go slow. To the right. Aha, there's the pop. And down. That's 1. To the left. Barely moves at all. Up towards your face. To the right. Oof. 2. I've been doing a lot of up dogs and down dogs. That's why my wrists are popping. Up towards your face. To the right. And back down. Okay, that's the left arm. Right arm down. Pin it down with the left arm. Here we go. Pull up towards your face. To the right just a little bit. Down, scoop out the peanut butter jar. Towards your face. That's 1. To the right. Go all the way down. Scoop out the bottom of the jar with your fingertips. To the left and up towards your face. That's 2. To the right. Down. Scoop it out. 3. All right. Keep your shoulders down, your lower abdomen pulled in still. Now we reverse. Go to the left, counterclockwise. Watch the wrist. Don't let the wrist fold over. Go down to the bottom. Wrist out to the right, hand out to the right, up towards your face. That's 1, I think. Maybe we'll just do an extra one. To the left. Down towards the bottom. That's 2. Oof, these are crunchy. Judo chop. Down towards the bottom. My wrist does not want to go to the right at all. That's okay. And 3. Good. Shake it out. Shoulders relaxed. Now we'll move on to the 3rd Tibetan, which is nicknamed the seaweeds. Yeah. Okay. Tuck your toes under. Knees should be at about a hip width distance. Let's take your block and put it in between your knees here. Hands on your thigh, right where your thigh becomes your butt. So arms are straight. Again, pull the abdomen in so you're not poking your butt out. You want everything strong. Here, hands on your thigh, chin to chest. Go back with a straight spine. Release your chin and back bend to come up. That's one. Might be just a little movement. Might be a bigger movement, depending on your body. 2. 3. Squeeze your block. 4. Think inner thighs activate. 5. 6. Do your number and then lie down on your back. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. Optional, instead of just laying down on your back when you're done, you can go into a long hold camel, which is what I'm going to be doing, and then I'll lay down on my back. So halfway, we're at 11. 12. Keep your lower abdomen in. 13. Pelvic floor lifted. 14. 15. Squeeze the block. I almost forgot. 16. 17. 18. 19. Almost there. 20. 21. 22. So I'm gonna just untuck my feet, put my hands on my hips. This camel, I'm gonna just leave my hands on my hips. Concentrate on lifting my chest up. So we're still kind of warming up, so you don't have to really grab the heels yet. We're gonna revisit camel later. So just hands on hips, take a couple breaths. And come up. Remove your block and lie down on your back. Quick little savasana. But before I do that, I'm going to move these candles. Interlace your fingers. You can bend your knees again. Untuck your tailbone so that your lower back is connected to the ground. And just make circles with your hands here. Keep the palms together. You can go fast or slow. I like to squeeze the grip. Shoulders down out of your ears. Lower back connected to the ground. Jaw relaxed. Now switch directions. Just warming up the wrists. The next Tibetan, the fourth Tibetan, is pretty intense on the wrists, so we like to get the wrists warmed up. Pause. Uninterlace your fingers, bring your palms together. Now make circles towards your face. Keep where your finger connects to your hand, keep that knuckle set connected, like just rolling over those knuckles. You can press your hands closer or stronger together, intensify the stretch, or maybe you just don't push at all. Reverse. Ooh, this feels so good. Couple more. Let's do 3 more. 1, 2, 3. Straighten your legs, arms over your head. Inhale. Sit up. Okay, 4th Tibetan, nicknamed the tabletops. Start with your hands wider than your hips. Your feet should be about hip width distance apart. Scoot your heels forward. Come up into a tabletop position. Squeeze your butt. Pull your belly button down towards your spine. Tuck your chin to your chest. Bring your hips through your arms. Hips stay off the ground the whole time. Open the throat. That's 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. Spread your fingers. 8. 9. 10. 11. 12. Now I'm going to pause for a second to comment, also to catch my breath because those are hard. If you feel like your butt is dragging a lot, then you have to push more into the ground with your arms and pull your abdomen in a lot. This one is hard. It's a lot of abdomen strength, but it'll make you really strong. Okay, let's finish off our last 10. We did 12, we're going to 22. Here we go. I hate number 4. Okay. No, I don't hate it, it's just hard. So we're at 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Lie down, take a little savasana. 2 breaths. Feet together, arms up over your head. Inhale. Sit up. All right, before we move on to the 5th Tibetan, we will do some warm-up for the elbows. As you notice, we're moving strategically up the arm, then we're going to get to the neck and shoulders next with Meridian Stretches. But first, elbows. Kneel down position. This one, you can tuck the toes under, just like you see me doing here. Pull the pinky toes forward. Double check that your spine is straight, so you're not poking your butt out and you're not rounding your back here. Stack everything up. Hips, ribs pulled in, shoulders. Okay, elbows. Arms in close to the body. Pull your shoulder blades back. Arms straight down by your sides. Pull your arms up slowly, like you're doing a bicep curl. Turn palms facing down and slowly lower down. Another thing you could use, if you have them, I kind of forgot I have them, are like a tennis ball or a lacrosse ball. So let's just start over. Squeeze the ball. Pull up, bicep curl, Turn, palms facing down, slowly lower. We're gonna do 5. Each direction. Lower down. Rotate, bicep curl. Rotate back down, palm facing down. 3. Squeeze the ball. Pull your abdomen in. 4. Ooh, there's a good pop. That's what I was looking for. Rotate and down. Okay, now we reverse. That's 5. Keep your palm facing behind you and pull up. Rotate again. Now palm facing behind you and lower down. Squeeze the ball. Rotate. Pull up. Lower down. Look forward. Chin up. Squeeze the ball. 3. Ooh, shaky. 4, pull your shoulder blades together. And that's 5. Good. Now, we're ready to move on to the 5th Tibetan, which is nicknamed 2 dogs. It's basically a downward facing dog into an upward facing dog, but keeping your arms straight and your toes tucked under the whole time. Looks like this. So you start in a normal downward facing dog. Keep your stomach pulled in. Come up onto your toes. I need a little bit wider. Come up onto your toes. Arms straight. Bring your hips down. Open your throat. Notice my toes are tucked and my arms are straight. Chin to chest. Hips up high. Heels down. Heels up. That's 1. Only open your throat on the up dog for a moment. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. Keep your lower abdomen strong. 8. 9. 10. 11. 12. Roll the chest open. 13. 14. 15. Take your time. 16. 17. 18. Almost there. 19. 20. 21. 22. Turn around, lie down on your back, take a couple breaths. Heart should be pounding. Breathe steady through your nose. Mouth closed. Feet together, arms up over your head. Inhale, sit up. Okay, so this next section of class, we're going to be working on some meridian stretches. Every meridian starts in a certain finger on each hand, and I'll be going through those. So sometimes they're called finger stretches, but they're the meridian stretches. Good spot to grab a little sip of water if you'd like one. You'll need your block and your roll. Actually, just a block. I don't know what I was thinking. Okay, kneeling down position. We're going to be sitting down for a few moments, so I would suggest sitting on a block. If you're hyper flexible in your knees and your hips, you might not need a block, but it's best to just be safe rather than sorry. You want to keep your hips above your knees on this one, on this next set. Also, make sure, again, to keep the spine straight. You're not sticking your butt out, and you're not sitting hunchback with shoulders rounded forward. We want everything stacked and not ribs flaring out. Pull the ribs in, pull your stomach in, lift your pelvic floor. Okay, first meridian stretch is the large intestine meridian stretch, and it starts in the index finger. Palms facing up. Just to begin, take a couple breaths. Notice if your shoulders shrug up, shoulders down, and stretch right and left. Now, on your right hand, flip your right hand over, so now the right palm is facing down, left palm is facing up. Bring your thumb to the 3 fingers on your right hand. Point with the pointer finger. Look over to the left, look at your palm of your left hand, and stretch right and left. Feel the stretch from the tip of your right finger all the way up to behind your right ear. You can start to bring chin down towards your left shoulder, but keep stretching right and left. You might feel the underside of your arm stretch. Pull your ribs in. Press your sits bones down into the block. Relax your jaw. Breathe steady, nice and slow through the nose, in and out by the nose. Stretching the large intestine meridian. Switch sides. Flip your left palm over, right palm up. On your left hand, bring your thumb to your 3 fingers and stretch right and left. Try to touch the right wall with your right hand, the left wall with your left hand. Pull your ribs in. Bring your chin down towards your right shoulder. Press your sits bones into the block. Spine straight from the side view. Last 2 breaths here. All right, bring your head on straight and both arms down. You might start to notice your arms get a little bit tired with these. Very normal. Okay, pericardium stretch. Stretching the lining around your heart. Starts in the middle finger. Bring your hands up, palms facing out. Bend at your wrists. Press the heels of your palms out. Spread your fingers, shoulders down, pull your ribs in. Press your sits bones into the block and stretch crown of your head up. So think long spine. press the walls away. You might start to feel a little nervy in the fingers. Very normal. Stick with it. Straighten the arms as much as you can. Press, press, press out. Now keep your right arm up. Bring your left hand to your left knee. Carefully drop your left ear towards your left shoulder. Keep pressing out through the heel of your right hand. Spread your fingers. Now bring your ear to your shoulder just as much as you can. Not shoulder to ear. It's ear to shoulder with your shoulder down. Relax your jaw. Now roll your chin down towards your chest. Press out through the right hand. Bring left ear towards left shoulder again. Pause. Now roll the back of your head towards the back of your shoulder. And pause here. Revisit any spot that needed more time. 2 more breaths. Really good for the neck and the shoulders. Okay, bring your head back up to the center. Left arm up. Both arms pericardium. Press out. Now bring your right hand to your right knee. Well-deserved break for the right arm. Carefully, slowly drop right ear towards right shoulder. Just as far as you can go. Pull your left hand back so it's still in line with your left shoulder. Spread the fingers of your left hand. Press the heel of your hand out. Now roll your chin down towards your chest, still keeping your head tilted to the right. Relax your jaw. Keep your left shoulder down, left shoulder blade on your back. Again, roll right ear towards right shoulder. Feel the stretch on the left side of your neck. You can close your eyes like I am, or you can keep them open. Right ear, back of your head towards the back of your right shoulder. Power your ribs, pull your ribs in, pelvic floor lifted, press down to the sits bones, lower spine long, not compressed. Now revisit any spot that needed more time. 2 more breaths. Okay, bring your head on straight again. Right arm back up. Both arms in pericardium. Press out. Spread your fingers. Now we'll go straight into the heart meridian stretch. Bend at the elbows. Send your fingers down the sides of your face. Thumbs across your forehead. It's like that thing we did as kids, you know, like the glasses. But, There we go. Thumbs across the forehead, shoulders down. Pull your elbows back, like you're pulling your head off your neck. Long neck, ribs pulled in. Chin lifted, vision forward. Try not to hunch the shoulders up, shoulders down, ribs pulled in. Last 2 breaths here. All right, carefully bring your arms back down. This next one will be off the block. It's a combination. Let's start with legs in cow face. Right leg on the bottom, left leg on top. If this is too much for your knees, you can always straighten the bottom leg and left leg bent on top. Okay? But if this feels good, you're going to sit in between your heels. This is also known as knee pile. I like that name for this one because of how obvious it is. Okay, whatever leg is on top will be the arm that's on top. Left palm facing up, right palm facing down. Rotate right shoulder forward, right arm up your back. Left arm in front of your face, bend at your elbow, and clasp your fingers. If you can't clasp your hands behind your back, you're going to keep your left arm up, and the right hand will assist by pressing on the elbow, sending your left hand further down your spine. Clasp and hold. We're going to hold this one for probably longer than you want to hold it. But it's really, really good for getting the shoulder to open up. Press down through your sits bones and try to sit up straight. Pull your ribs in. Again, chin up. Concentrate on your breath and concentrate on your grip. If your fingers start to feel a little tingly, that's very normal. Just stay with it. Don't let go. Keep breathing. Sometimes this one helps if I close my eyes. Try spreading your toes. Two more breaths. Hold on. All right, carefully release the clasp. Ooh. Now, arms up over your head. For eagle arms, left arm underneath the right arm. Lift your elbows up, 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 up. Stretch up, suck your stomach in, and come forward. Lengthen your spine. elbows land wherever they land. They might land on the elbow or the knees, they might land on the ground. And then slowly drop your head down. Forehead might land on your knees or your biceps, but keep your stomach sucked in. One more breath. Inhale, slowly come up. Arms up over your head. Stretch up, 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 up. Lengthen up, linger here. Arms down. Now we'll do the other side. Many ways to switch your legs. I'm going to use the twist. Boom. Back in it. Right leg on top, left leg on the bottom. First, we start with our Meridian Stretch. Whatever leg is on top is the arm that's on top. Right palm up, left palm down. Rotate left shoulder forward, left arm up your back. Right arm in front of your face, bend at your elbow, and hold the clasp. So the right arm is in the heart Meridian Stretch. Left arm, the one behind your back, is in the small intestine Meridian Stretch. Small intestine meridian starts in the pinky finger, the baby finger. Pull your ribs in, press down through your sits bones. Keep your chin up. Vision forward. Jaw relaxed. Try to wrap the arm that's up, the armpit. Pelvic floor lifted. The space between your pubic bone and your belly button, pull that back towards the spine. So you have Mula Bandha and Uddiyana Bandha here. Spread your toes. Concentrate on your grip. Concentrate on breathing the whole time. Never force. Two more breaths. Stick with it. Carefully release. Go right into eagle arms. Arms up over your head. Now right arm underneath. Palms together. Stretch up. Think the space of your spine between your lowest rib and your hip bones. Make that the longest part you can. Stretch up and come forward. Pull your lower abdomen in. Elbows land where they land. Forehead lands
where it lands. Pull your shoulders down out of your ears. Suck your stomach in. Spread your toes. Let's do one more breath here, nice and slow. Inhale, slowly come up. Arms up over your head. Ooh, 2 pops. Stretch up, linger here. And arms down. Okay, undo your legs. Shake them out a little bit. We have one more meridian stretch before we move on to the last chunk of our class. Make your way into a kneeling down. Or actually, I guess this is kneeling down. I was thinking this, but not kneeling down on your heels. I'm gonna do this one sideways so that you can see what I'm doing with my shoulder blades. This last meridian that we're gonna work on is called the triple warmer. Pull your abdomen back. Make sure you're not sticking your butt out. You want really strong legs underneath you. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna take the block again, actually the skinny way, and squeeze it with my thighs. So I'm not just holding the block, but I'm actually squeezing it. Like if I were to come up to you and try to grab the block, you wouldn't let me take it. Okay, so toes tucked, squeeze the block, palms facing forward. Now lift your shoulders up, squeeze your shoulder blades together, slide your shoulder blades down your back, and stretch down through your ring finger. Triple warmer is the stretching the connective tissue of your body. The fascia starts in ring finger. Chin down towards your chest. Feel the back of your neck stretch. Try to touch the ground with your ring finger. Squeeze your block. Keep your tailbone pointing down. Pelvic floor lifted. Lower abdomen in. Stretch down the whole time. Rotate right ear towards right shoulder. Keep stretching down through the ring finger. You'll start to feel a little tug on the left side of your neck. Squeeze the block. Lift your pelvic floor. Stretch down, stretch down. Try to touch the ground. Relax your jaw, relax your face. All right, roll your chin back down towards your chest. Now lift the shoulder blades up. Squeeze your shoulder blades together on your back and slide your shoulder blades down your back. Now we go to the left. Roll left ear towards left shoulder. Both shoulders down. Stretch down towards the ground. I'm going to face forward now so you can see exactly what I'm doing. Squeezing in with the block. Squeezing the block in with my thighs, in other words. And squeezing my shoulder blades together on my back.
Don't let the shoulder heads cave in. Pull them back. We're almost done. Stay with it. Stretch down, down, down. Touch the ground. Concentrate on ring finger. Let's do one more breath here. Now roll your chin back down towards your chest. Shoulder blades up, back, pinch the spine, slide your shoulder blades down. 2 breaths here. One more breath. And release. Okay. Remove your block. Good spot to grab a little sip of water if you'd like one. Let's see how we're doing on time. Okay. Good. So this next part, we're going to hold a puppy pose, which is good for opening the armpits and the upper spine and the throat area. It gets pretty intense though, so I'm going to set a timer just to make sure that we're all on the same page. Let's just get right into it. You can come out if you need to, but try to stay in. You'll be surprised what happens. Okay, first I'm just going to describe the puppy pose. I'll do it sideways so that you can see, and then I'll turn towards the camera to actually do the puppy pose. Okay, so puppy pose. Stretch your hands forward. You want to start with your hips stacked on top of your knees and try to bring your chest to the ground without moving the hips. Now, if you're not quite there yet, you might have to slide your hips forward a little bit. It's more important to get your chest and your throat on the floor than it is to get the hips, or to keep the hips stacked. Over time, you'll be able to do both. You'll be able to keep your hips stacked on top of your knees with chest on the ground when the spine really starts to open up. Okay, so we're going to do this one for time. Let's get started. You can really stretch the arms forward. Stretch your chin forward. Oy. If it feels more secure, you can always tuck your toes as well. Just breathe into it. Let your chest part of your spine stretch. Feel the armpit stretch. Now this is the hardest part of your spine to access because it has a bunch of ribs connected to it, the upper and the middle spine. It's a little bit easier to bend your lower spine because it's just your spine. There are no ribs. There's no rib cage holding you back. So if you're really struggling with this puppy pose, know that that is normal. You just have to breathe through it. You're almost done. Stay with it. You're way more than halfway done. Couple more breaths. Okay. Oh. It wouldn't let me turn it off. Okay, slowly lower yourself down. Make a little pillow with your hands and take a couple breaths. Now, prop yourself up on your forearms. We're going to do some work on our bow pose, one leg at a time. Left forearm down. Your left elbow should be right underneath your left shoulder. Left wrist right in front of the left elbow. Now, bend your right knee behind you and put your thumb in between your big toe and second toe. This is called the big toe grip. Bring your right leg back behind you. So if I had a mirror in front of me, my right leg would be invisible. I wouldn't be able to see it. This might be enough already, just grabbing the foot. Start to feel your chest stretch, relax your jaw. We're just gonna do 3 on each leg. So you're not kicking 100% yet. Maybe you're at about 50%. 50% of your max kick. And switch. Right leg down, right forearm down. Line everything up, elbow underneath your shoulder, wrist in front of your elbow. Bend your knee, thumb in between big toe, second toe. Bring the left leg invisible behind the body and then kick. Concentrate on stretching front side of the chest. 2 more breaths. Last one. Release. Make a little pillow. Take a breath. Okay, second grip is the pigeon grip. Try this one out. If you can't get it, go back to big toe grip, which is what we did in the first one. Right knee out to the right. Flex your right foot, not point. You want to flex. Right palm facing up. All the way out, like you're gonna chop, like karate chop your ankle. So palm stays facing up and grab your arch. If you can't get there yet, you start at the pinky toe. This is a hard grip, so stay with it, keep trying. Once you grab the arch, or wherever you can grab, bring your right leg back behind your body. Maybe you add on a little bit of kick. Maybe you're at 65, 70%. One more breath. Release. Right arm down, left leg out to the left, flex your left foot, left palm facing up. Mama give me money. Out to the side, grab your arch or the pinky toe or somewhere in between. Bring left leg back behind the body. Press down through your right elbow so your right shoulder stays down. This is called the Pigeon Grip. Last one. Release. Make a little pillow. 2 breaths. Okay, last round. You can grab Pigeon Grip with both hands, but you have to do it twice because we have a right side and a left side. If you don't want to grab with both hands, you're going to do just right first and then left first. I'm going to do both hands. Okay, here we go. Right side or both. Kick. Feel your chest stretch. One more breath. Release carefully. Left side or both feet again. If you're doing both feet for the second time, grab the other foot first. Ugh, so hard. Okay, grab your feet or foot and kick. Let's do one more breath. Carefully release and lay it down. Press yourself up, just up to your knees. Grab your block. We're going to be doing some casual camels. In other words, long hold camel. We're going to do 2 sets of 2 minutes. That sounds a little bit intimidating, but you don't have to go back down to your heels right away. First set, I'm not even going to grab my heels. Second set, I'll probably get back down to the heels. So just take it slow. The best advice I can give you is to keep your hands on your hips. Keep the breath steady. Keep your chest lifted. I'll talk you through it. Okay. Put the block in between your thighs the skinny way. Tuck your toes under and squeeze your block. You can either have toes tucked or you can have feet flat. I think first set I'm going to do toes tucked. Squeeze the block in with your upper inner thighs. Point your tailbone down, just like we've been doing the whole class. Hands on your hips. Squeeze your elbows towards each other. Squeeze your block. Take a deep breath.
Lift your chest up. Push your hips forward. Keep your hips stacked on top of your knees. Drop your head back. Squeeze your block. Lift your upper spine up. Chest lifted towards the ceiling. Squeeze your elbows towards each other. Squeeze your block. Keep your breath steady. Stay lifted out of the lower spine. No crunching in the lower spine. If you want to grab your heels, this would be a good time to try it, but no need to. We have another set. Just stay here and breathe. Relax the back of your neck. Squeeze your block with your thighs. Almost there. Stay in it. Hands on your hips, chest up, spine straight. Come up and sit right back down onto your heels and don't move. Couple breaths. So your spine houses your nervous system. When you do really deep back bends for a long time, your nervous system is lit up. And then when you come out of the back bend, you want to just sit here and let that energy recirculate into your body. Instead of like fussing and trying to drink your water or whatever, don't give it away. Let that energy just absorb back into your body. Okay, use what you learned in the first set and apply it to the second set. So you might grab your heels sooner, you might grab your heels later. But again, grabbing the heels is optional. What I learned in the first set is that I'm on cement, so I want to put something down underneath my knees. All right, let's get going. Block in between your thighs. Second set, untuck your feet so the tops of your feet are on the ground. Squeeze your block. Take a breath here. Put your hands on your hips. Squeeze your block. Stretch up out of the lower spine. Keep your elbows tweezing in towards each other behind you to open up this part of your chest. Lift your chest up. Drop your head back. And go back halfway, stop in the middle. Squeeze your block. Now if you're ready, you can bring your hands down and grab the heels.
Take your time. No rush. Press your hips forward. Lift out of the lower spine. Press your hips forward so they're stacked on top of your knees. Lift your chest up. Relax the back of your neck. Concentrate. Squeeze your block. Eyes steady on something behind you. Good.
Come up. Sit down. And don't move. Relax your jaw. All right, move your props out of the way. Yes, we are still gonna use the roll, don't you worry. That's the very last thing that we're gonna do. Stand up for some whams. Good way to get the spine back together, front side of the body really strong again. Arms up over your head. Right leg step to the right, a big step. So like your triangle size step. Suck your stomach in. Interlace your fingers, release your index fingers, cross your thumbs, stretch up, and bend your body to the right. It's a half moon, but with wide legs. Keep your stomach sucked in. Notice if you're poking your butt out. You want to pull stomach in, point tailbone down. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Chin lifted, right armpit forward. Strong legs underneath you. Change back up to the center. Inhale, stretch up. Bend to the left. Point your tailbone down. Squeeze inner thighs like you're bunching up the carpet in between your feet. Left armpit forward. Stomach in. Inhale, stretch up. Backward bend. Change, come up. Right foot back. And arms down. Second half. triangle, half moon combos. Arms up over your head. Breathe in steady. Right leg step to the right. Big step. Triangle size step. Arms down. Turn your right foot out. Bend your right knee. Triangle. Right into it. Pull the ribs in, the stomach in. Look up. Look forward. Just change the arms. Half moon arms. Palms together. Look up. Triangle. Chin to shoulder. Touch between your toes. Touch the ceiling with your left arm. Right thigh parallel to the floor. Last one, look forward, half moon. Keep this thigh parallel to the floor, stomach sucked in. And we change. Turn your right foot in, left foot out. Inhale, bend your left knee, sit down. Pull your stomach in, right hip forward, triangle. Look up, stretch the crown of your head towards where the wall and the ceiling meet. Away from the edge, pinky toe edge of your right foot. Look forward, half moon. Keep your body down. Triangle. Half moon. Stomach in. No bend at the lower spine. Change. Arms up over your head. Arms down. A little bit of a cool down, and then we'll final Savasana with the roll. Stomach sucked in as you come down to your back for a spine twist. Very simple. Lie down on your back, arms out to the sides in a T. Pull your legs in close to your body. Drop both knees to the right. Look over to the left. Right hand can go on the left knee. It's important to twist after you back bend. Those two go hand in hand. Back to the center, arms out into a T, drop both knees to the left, and look over to the right. My pigtails are in the way. I can't turn my head as much. Left hand on the right knee if you'd like. Use your breath to go deeper here. Relax more on the exhales. Back to the center. Bring your left leg down all the way onto the ground. Interlace your fingers on top of your right thigh. Just like you're doing wind removing pose. Just listen. You're going to take a big inhale. And then you'll exhale everything out of your mouth audibly. Hold your forehead to your knee. Pull the belly down and hold on empty. Okay? Take a deep breath. Exhale. Hold. Pull the belly down. Release. Left leg up. Interlace. Take a big breath. And exhale. Hold. Release. Now, final Savasana with the roll. Grab your roll, place it down on the ground, and you're basically just gonna lay on the roll. Now, where should the roll be? It should be below your ribs, above your pubic bone. You do not want it to touch your ribs. If it's touching the ribs, move it down lower. If it's touching your pubic bone, that's okay. But try to get the sweet spot in between pubic bone and ribs. Okay. At first, it might be very uncomfortable if you're not used to laying on the roll. You have to just breathe into it and relax into it. Now, the roll is really good to use if you have lower back pain. It helps you digest unprocessed emotion. Also unprocessed food too, but like unprocessed emotion, we store a lot of emotions in our abdomen. Good to do after backbending. Now stay here in your final Savasana on the roll as long as you like. At any point you want to come off the roll, feel free. But then lay down on your back and finish your Savasana on your back. That's all that I have for you today. Stay in your Savasana at least 2 more minutes. I always give this kind of like word of advice after this class, but try not to make any big decisions today. Take it easy the rest of the day. You stirred up a lot of emotion in the shoulders, abdomen, neck. So just, if you feel a little bit emotional or just different, that's a good thing. Don't judge it. Try to practice again tomorrow if you're sore, which you probably will be. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you subscribe to our channel. You can follow us on Instagram, Yoga East Austin, or you can follow my account, which is Tessa McFabulous. Mwah. Love you guys. Rest in Savasana.